Welcome back to another episode of Fuel for Thought. In today's episode, we have Tesla's decline in California as its market share slips below 50% amid rising competition. The dominance of SUVs now making up more than half of the US car sales, and the surge of affordable models like the Chevy Trax and the Ford Maverick climbing bestseller lists as value continues to drive demand. Plus, our car of the week, the 640 horsepower Genesis GV60 Magma. Let's get into it. We begin our episode with Tesla's once dominant position in California showing signs of strength.
Discuss the decline of Tesla registrations.
It appears the bloom is off the rose for Tesla in California.
Recent data reveals the Tesla's market share in the states has slipped below 50%, a sharp decline from its previous majority.
Their market share continues to drop in California, 3 consecutive quarters in a row now.
New Tesla sales in California dropped 21% in the first quarter of this year. Sales of other kinds of EVs went up by 14%.
Analysts point to several factors: an aging product lineup, the absence of budget-friendly model, and intensifying competition from legacy automakers and the new EV startups. Brands like Hyundai, Kia, and Ford are gaining traction with the fresh designs and more affordable options, signaling that the EV market is maturing. For years, Tesla dominated EV sales in California, often holding more than half the market. But now the grip is loosening. Registrations have dropped by double digits year after year, and buyers are increasingly turning to rivals for offering stylish and lower priced EVs. The bigger picture, the EV market itself is maturing. What was once a Tesla-led revolution is now a crowded playing field where multiple brands are gaining traction. For consumers, this is good news. More options, more innovation, and more competitive pricing. For Tesla, it's a wake-up call. Adapt quickly or risk losing the dominance it once enjoyed. For our next story, we head straight to the heart of America's car market, where the SUVs and crossovers have not only taken the wheel, they've claimed the road. Industry data shows these vehicles now account for more than half of all new car sales in the United States, with SUVs commanding 52% share in 2025. That's a dramatic climb from just 38%, less than a decade ago. Automakers are betting big on trucks and utility vehicles, with companies like Ford scaling back or even eliminating sedans from their US lineups. Dealerships mirror the trend, with lots dominated by compact and mid-sized SUVs. Online shopping data tells the same story, with buyers flocking to models like Honda's CR-V, Toyota RAV4, and electrified leaders such as the Tesla Model Y.
Americans are buying a lot more trucks and SUVs. Truck and SUV sales have steadily increased since the end of the Great Recession. Passenger cars, on the other hand, have been declining since 2014.
Now, globally, the SUV boom is just as powerful, with analysts projecting US SUVs market alone will generate over $320 billion in revenue this year. But the dominance comes with challenges. Larger vehicles means higher emissions, and regulators are tightening efficiency standards. Automakers are racing to electrify their SUV lineups, hoping to balance their consumer demand with environmental responsibility. The takeaway? SUVs aren't just popular, they've redefined what the average car looks like in 2025 and has reshaped the future of driving itself. And finally, for our third story, affordability is making headlines. In a market where average new vehicle prices hover near record highs, consumers are sending a clear message: affordability matters. Two standout models, the Chevy Trax and the Ford Maverick, are climbing rapidly up the bestseller charts.
We have our first 2026 Chevrolet Traxes arriving.
This is now the cheapest Chevy product that they make.
But does a starting price of around $23,000 and some funky styling make this thing cheap and cheerful enough to be worth your time and money?
Analysts say this surge reflects growing appetite for value-driven vehicles. Buyers wary of sticker shock, with average transaction prices topping $47,000 nationwide, are flocking to models priced under $25,000. Dealerships report strong demand, often struggling to keep these vehicles in stock. Online shopping trends echo the same reality. Consumers are actively searching for smaller, more efficient models that deliver utility without breaking the bank. This shift highlights a broader truth. While luxury SUVs and high-tech EVs dominate headlines, the backbone of the market remains accessible, everyday vehicles. The success of the Trax and the Maverick underscores that buyers are prioritizing value, versatility, and affordability. And when you connect this story back to SUV dominance, the picture becomes clear. America's love for SUVs combined with affordability pressures is fueling the rise of smaller budget-friendly crossovers like the Chevy Trax, Hyundai Kona, and the Toyota Corolla Cross. And we finish off tonight with the car of the week. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. This week's car of the week is the Genesis GV60 Magma, a bold new entry that puts German heavyweights like the AMG and BMW M on notice. Packing 640 horsepower, this high-performance EV rockets from 0 to 60 in just 3.4 seconds. Thanks to its advanced drive modes, including drift mode, launch control, and Genesis innovative virtual gear shifts. Signature Magma orange paint on a wide body stance with 21-inch forged wheels and exclusive detail makes it stand out on the road. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Inside, the cabin blends luxury with performance cues, reminding drivers that Genesis is serious about competing in the high-performance EV space. What makes the GV60 Magma special is that it's more than a faster crossover, it's a statement. Genesis is signaling that it's ready to challenge its established performance brands while offering cutting-edge EV technology wrapped in a package that's both thrilling and refined. So if you thought Genesis was just about quiet luxury, think again. The GV60 Magma proves the brand can deliver track-ready excitement without sacrificing everyday usability. That's why it earns our spot as the car of the week. From Tesla's wake-up call in California to SUV dominance to the rise of affordable models and the Genesis GV60 Magma stealing the spotlight, tonight's stories show us one thing. The auto industry is evolving fast, and the road ahead is being shaped by competition, affordability, and innovation. Well, if you like what you saw today, why don't you go ahead and do us a favor, like the video, hit the dingy bell button, and we'll see you next time.